Hello everyone, my name is Aleena Rais. This video is going to be very crisp, to the point, and I believe quite helpful for you. I have 5 tips for you, and these tips are going to help you become fluent in English. Okay, so let's get started with point number 1, and that is to let your vocabulary improve organically. Now, what do I mean by this? Let me explain. I have seen many people, what they do is they try and mug up the dictionary. They literally hunt into the dictionary, they find out the good words, they maintain a journal, they write those words down, they try to make their head become a thesaurus in itself, which is really a very impractical way to learn a language. If you want to have good vocabulary, you want to have good command over the language, what you've got to do is you've got to let the vocabulary come to you rather than reaching out to it. If you come across something nice, you come across a nice word, you like the word, first of all, of course, you've got to do your research, you've got to look up the meaning of the word, and then you've got to try and use the word a couple of times so that the word stays with you. It becomes a part of your own vocabulary. Next point is trying to think in English. Now, this is a very common and a very severe problem. Ma'am, we are unable to think in English. We are not being able to construct sentences. We think in some other language that is a mother tongue, and then we translate it in our head, and then we speak, and that is why the flow is lost. And fluency is all about flow. Thinking, translating, and then uske baad speaking. This is just too much for a human brain to do in a fraction of a second. Too much. So what do we do about this? Initially, it will require some actual effort where you would consciously do it. You will think in English. I am hungry, I need to eat food. Instead of thinking that in your mother tongue, in your head, you've got to actually start saying things in your head to yourself, the normal day-to-day life things, okay? And that is how initially it will be a conscious effort, and gradually it will become subconscious, and you'll be surprised the way things will actually start happening to you automatically. When you have to talk with someone, you have to be this, you have to be quick, you have to answer quickly, you have to come up with questions quickly. How can you do so much when you are all the time worried about translation? To learn more about this, let me recommend an online course to you. By the way, have you ever taken up an online course? If not, you should. I have always been a fan of continuous learning, and I know we are all busy in our daily regular life so much that we hardly get time to learn things up. We believe our school is over, our college is over, we are good to go, and we are okay to face the world. But the thing is that I believe this is my personal opinion, that you should some way or the other try and stay connected to learning. Online courses on platforms like Udemy allow you to develop new skills. For example, I'm a CA, but I learned a programming language and web designing, and that helped with my website design. So I actually obviously I did not have any knowledge of these things, and it seemed really difficult in the beginning, but it started to get natural for me, it started to get easy for me, and now today I make some money from my website. So coming back to the course that I was talking about, the name of the course is Building Your English Brain. It's a course about English learning, obviously, as the name suggests. It's on Udemy. The course talks about how to master the English language, making some simple yet useful changes to your brain. It's all based on years of research. Please look into this course. I am sharing the link in the description box. So let me tell you a little about Udemy. Udemy is an online learning destination with courses on several skills taught by professionals. You could also take up some other courses on learning new skills, as there is a variety of good courses available on hot topics like digital marketing, web development, etc. Every course shows the rating of the students and the number of people who've taken the course. Now, here are a couple of more courses that are found on Udemy that are interesting and are related to learning English. Please, you can check these out too. Yay! Now, here's a very interesting scenario that happens with almost everybody. It happens with me too. Whenever there's something humiliating that happens with us, we are stuck into this situation where we do not know how to handle the situation, and we feel humiliated and we feel, why have we not done anything about this? And then that is the time we realize that we should do something about things like these. And that is something that happens with learning English also. Whenever you face a humiliating situation, you believe that, you strongly feel that you're going to work on this, you're going to do something about this. Now is the time. I'm going to actually change everything about my learning skills. I'm going to be fluent in English. If she can speak so well, why can't I? All of these things happen with you, and then they fizz out. A day or two, you put in some efforts, and then it is lost and it is gone. And the next time something humiliating again happens to you, again that enthusiasm, that zeal is back for 2 days, and again it is gone. I don't want that to happen to you guys. You've got to stick to it, yeah. If you really want to be good in English, you've got to stick to a plan. You've got to be committed to learning something. Learning does not happen on breaks. Remember this. If you are learning something, it has to happen continuously. You have to remain committed towards learning it. If you can't be committed, please don't start it, because it is useless effort and useless pain that you're going through. Let's say you take 10 classes of guitar and you place those 10 classes over a span of 10 months, one class in 1 month, per month one class, and you believe you're going to be good at guitar. Never. You can't be good in guitar if you're doing this, because there is such huge gap between your classes. The way you're committed in a relationship, maintain a relationship with learning, and that is how it is going to happen for you. Read, write, listen, speak. All 4 have to go for you. You can't choose one and leave the rest. Okay, speaking is obviously most important, but the rest of the 3 are also important. So try and devote your time to all of these. All right, maintain a journal, start reading books, because reading really helps you with your tenses. It really helps you with your sentence building. It really helps you with your vocabulary. So reading is also very important, but I believe, and listening is obviously again important, but I believe speaking is most important. So do not try and avoid speaking English, because speaking is what is going to make you fluent. Okay, create an environment around you where you have more and more of this language, because if you do not have an environment, then probably it's going to be very difficult for you to master the language. Now, actually, that was my last point, and I'm sorry I mixed point 4 and 5 together. Now, this was my point. Point number 5 was creating an environment, and if you don't have one, you've got to build one. Okay, some of you are lucky that you already have an environment where you're exposed to a lot of English. You go to an office where people speak in English. Even if you do not have good command right now, it automatically develops over a couple of years if you're exposed to an environment like that. But if you don't have an environment like that, what do you do then? We've made so many videos on topics like these. We've actually seen people, we've heard people on the comments telling us that those videos have helped them and they've improved with their fluency. All you've got to do is bring small changes here and there, okay, and build an environment where you don't feel English to be a foreign language to you. You feel like it is something of your own, something that is not happening to you accidentally. It is happening to you in a very natural way, and it's very normal for you to listen or speak English. That is what environment is all about. It should be natural. It should not be accidental. Okay, we hear one sentence of English in 5 days and it is like an accident that is happening to us. No, we've got to try and make it natural for us, and we've got to be habitual of it. Okay, so these were all my 5 points. I hope you found the video interesting. I'm sorry I've really spoken a lot today, and thank you very much for your time. That is all. I'll be back with more of this content. Try and use these pieces of advice into your normal life and see the magic happening for you. Okay, I'm sure it will. All you've got to do is stay committed. Okay, I'll be back. Please take care of yourself. Bye.